Good morning. So grateful to be alive. But I woke up with something on my mind, and I'm going to try to make this. I think I'm going to go throughout the day with this video. But the first thing is that comes to mind is you're going to be the part of someone's memories. You're either going to be valid in some way to somebody's memories, and which part are you going to choose to be a part of? I suppose that might make a difference to you and maybe the value of someone, where possibly you don't care what value you are, so I don't care what memory I become to them. But keep in mind that you shape the memory of their day, the moment that they're in, the children, their children's children. Because I think what we might forget is the memorable moments that you create will shape memories for a long time, decades. And check your heart. What part do you want to be in someone's memories? What part do you want to be? Do you want to be valued as someone who lended a helping hand? I don't care how small it is. You took your neighbors that you see struggling a box of cereal that you had that was extra, or you waved and gave them a smile. Or do you want to be a part of their trauma because possibly you were taught traumatic things, and so that's all you know? But maybe, hopefully, and prayerfully, you will see someone with the character that you desire to have, and you can mimic, and you can become a part of someone's wonderful memories and not their trauma. But I just wanted us to think about that somehow we're going to create memories today. We're going to create, good or bad, happy or sad. And which one will you be? I pray that we can be a part of someone's wonderful memories. I don't care how small it is. If it's praying for someone from a distance, if it's praying up close, if it's handing out a roll of toilet paper and a bar of soap, some toothpaste, and a comb. But somehow give of yourself something. If you have nothing else to give, I can guarantee you that your smile will go a long ways. Sometimes I catch myself, because you don't know if people really want to smile anymore or say hello. So I'm not perfect, but I'm always eager to throw my hand up or let somehow people know that I want to say hi or something. So, but if I do it and people didn't mean to do it back, I'm like, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. You really didn't want to wave. And either they were forced to because of my wave, or they just ignore it. Either way, some days it used to bother me, not as much anymore, because I've come to realize that people are moving off of either what they've been taught, the pain that they've been caused or they caused on themselves. Something in life has shaped us into who we are today. And I just beg of us to try to, and including me too, I'm talking to me too, that we try today to learn a different path, to include somebody else in what you think happy is. Make someone else's day, and then check yourself and see how what it done for you as well can guarantee you to uplift you. A lot of times the things are free that we can give, you know. So that's my little early morning tidbit that I woke up with this morning. I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so glad God kept me through the night. I didn't deserve it. I didn't go to bed with the best things on my mind, but I thank God that I woke up with something decent on my heart, you know. Not any good that I've done, but I do ask God to make me a different person every day. Every day I ask Him, you know. And some days I just thank Him for it, which is what I probably should do, just thank Him. We serve a mighty God, you know, and I'm grateful that He's not ever um, changing like this world into whatever this change is. I'm not sure. All I know is I don't want to be someone's trauma. I don't want to be or create a memory for someone that they have to teach their children how to navigate around in a negative sense. But I would love whatever God's plan is for my life. I would love to be and create peaceful, joyful, loving memories. I'm pretty sure they're going to be integrated in those memories, going to be about Jesus, which most of the time people don't want to hear. Don't want to hear too much about God. They're a little sick of hearing that Jesus thing. But I thank God for Jesus, and I thank Him that He sent Him down here to die for our nasty little selves. And He knew we would still be wayward and uncaring, unloving. He knew that we would still be untrusting and unbelieving. Yet He still did it. If you want to know what love looks like, look at the cross. Read about it. I'm learning myself just what was given so that I could live and my children could live. And my dad and mom tried their best to teach me these things. They showed me a life of godly living. But I was looking at the moment that I was in and that was going on in the world, and I wanted to gain more of that. And, you know, don't talk so much about what people don't want to hear, you know. Don't speak too much on um, what causes the world to frown. You can have it in your heart, but don't say it out your mouth. Yeah, they still got opinions about you. And they're going to have them until the Lord returns. And that's okay too. Who cares? The best thing to do is to be in the will of God and to do what He created you to do. I don't care what you look like, you know. I would employ us, though, to please try to have compassion on the next person. You don't live here on this earth by yourself. Someone else inhabits your space. And some of us right now don't know what to do to just live, you know. I'm going to leave that right there because I don't really want to go there this morning. But if one by one we changed ourselves, our households, one by one, you taught yourself and your children how to love different, how to love regardless, how to love in spite of. If we done that one by one, let's see what kind of change that would make. Because that's the only option we have right now, is to try to teach people how to love. I don't know if laws, or if people are paying attention to the law, or if the people that are in charge of the law, if their hearts are in it. I'm not sure how things get flip-flopped very easily, it seems. But my thought this morning, and it's only mine because, we're entitled to those, is if we could change our one thing, if we could change something, we can start with ourselves. And you've heard that a lifetime, but when you going to do it? Because if everybody was starting to do that, I don't see why we're going through as much hate, pure hate, that we are going through, that we are experiencing. The ostracism, the pushed aside, the you don't matter, your voice shouldn't be heard. Didn't you know your voice shouldn't be heard? You're no one. If we were all really working towards that, why do people feel that way? Why do they feel so Please don't be someone's trauma. Today, just for today, we'll let today take care of today. Try to be someone's wonderful memory. Try to see someone as an equal. Try to see that woman or that man that might be on the side of the road, living in unclean conditions, as possibly your equal. Why? If it were not for the grace of God to put you in the mentality to be wherever you are, however you obtain the things that you obtained, if it were not for the grace of God, it could be you. It could have been your mother and father, which would have possibly catapulted you into the same type of lifestyle. I don't know. But if it's not you, thank God. Be grateful. And don't look down. Don't look down. If you have something, give it. If you don't, pray. If you have something, give it and pray. But if you don't just, well, if you get a job, blah, 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 how do you know where the person came from? What do you think years and years of pushing a person down does? Let me tell you what years and years of degradation, being pushed to the side, being treated like, without words, that you're less than, creates generations of disease. And I can guarantee you, if you look that up, disease, it's so many things under there. And if it's not, you think about that. Think about what could fall under that. Stress, depression. These little mini aggressions that people have and throw out at us, and we throw out at people. We need to be careful of our acts daily, moments in a moment. Just be careful. And I'll ask you now, if you pray for me. This has been about 15 minutes this morning of me just rambling about my morning this morning and what's happening in my morning. But I'm going to try to come back periodically today and add to this video. I'm not sure exactly how to do that, but we'll try to figure it out. I don't know. But today, I want it to be a day of reflection or just things that's in my heart that I want to talk about. So, see you in a little bit.